Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to some more Dome Keeper. I missed the last couple of updates, and apparently they added a couple new domes. Choose your pet. Cat. Sword Dome. Yeah, they added some more domes, but I guess I have to unlock the Artillery Dome and the Tesla Dome. So we'll just do a Laser Dome. And we also have a different, Keeper. Never mind. Don't have them unlocked either. Let's see, what's our gadget? Oh, we don't have anything unlocked at all. Let's see. And I don't think we can do prestige because I've got mods installed that might mess with the game. Specifically, I got the diamond mod. We'll just go with 2 for the time being. We'll see how that goes. Let's see. Do we want to just stay on hard? Sure. We'll see what happens. I mean, diamond should make this reasonably easier. But yeah, I haven't played this game in a little while, and I've been. Oh, I don't remember this. Poor goo monster. You know, they do kind of drive home that I might not be the good guy here. That's fine. Anyway, let's see. Are these the diamonds right off the bat? I think they are. Let's see. But yeah, I periodically come back to Dome Keeper. I wish I could specifically... Oh, no. There we go. Let's see. I periodically come back to it, but I'm bad about keeping up with updates. Honestly, like, it's legitimately hard to see when these games get updates sometimes. I wish I was better about that sort of thing, but, like, there's just so many games all the time. Let's see. Health meter, hostile proximity meter. Let's just snag that real quick. And how did diamonds work, seeing as I have one? Oh, here we go. So we have diamond health. So it looks like there's only one upgrade per thing. But in this case, it increases HP by 200. And it looks like that can be gotten as many times as you want. Wow, Diamond Engineer is great. What about Diamond Laser? Damage and move speed. And then we also just have Diamond Shield. Okay, I can see why Diamonds won't let you prestige. Because that's really busted. But on the flip side, I kind of like it. I don't really prestige to begin with. Okay, there we go. It's not really my flavor. Prestiging and endless modes. You know, maybe I'll do a prestige run at some point. Maybe. But it's one of those where it's just like... I have a limited amount of time, and usually in one of these games, the moment I go endless mode is usually the moment I check out. Okay, nope. I guess we're not quite at the edge. I think what I'm going to do is just take some time to just explore the edges here, if that makes sense. Because my logic is, if I know where all the edges are... I should head back. Then I can make the most efficient mine possible. Let's just take 2 back with me. Okay, so it is actually pause when I'm in that mode. Cool. There we go. I don't think he got me, so let's take a look at damage. It might not be a bad idea to invest a little bit into this shield. I don't have enough. Yeah, we also have the Electroblast. But I think that's an active ability. Okay, so I don't think I can do that. So what do we want to do? Carry slowdown, more speed, better drill strength. I can only really afford one thing. I don't know, let's just go for the drill strength for the time being. Because, especially with that diamond upgrade, that should mean I dig hard, or... wow. Yep. I guess it's gonna slow down a little bit, but why not? If I sound a little discombobulated, I just woke up. I'm trying to kind of fix my I don't want to say my motivational. I've been kind of burnt out for the last couple of years, and, like, it comes and goes in waves. Somebody described it as burnout. Burnout is exponential, and recovering from burnout is linear, and I think that's kind of true, but it's, like, not the most even of lines, and so every once in a while I just have, like, a week where I'm just like, boy, I just don't want to do any work, and it's really hard to come back from that. And so I'll spend, like, hours in a day just kind of prepping to work, but never getting around to it. And then I get the work done, but, you know, by the end of that, I'm at, you know, it's 10 p.m. and it's time for me to maybe start thinking about going to bed. Or at least maybe spending some time with my wife instead of working more. I don't know why I'm bringing this up now. I guess it's just morning thoughts. I'll just break that. Ooh, there's a thing. I know there's efficient dig patterns. I'll get to that in a second. I'm just really... I don't want to say I'm lazy about it, but I'll care more about it when things get harder. Okay, actually, can we afford an upgrade? I got 5 and 1. Easiest answer would be, I could upgrade my top speed, or my carry slowdown. Not much we actually care about any of these. Otherwise, I could upgrade my laser. Because that doesn't affect the move speed, but it does increase the damage. Oh, we don't have enough. Let's wait on any major upgrades. Okay. Let's start punching our way through this. If I've got 3, I'll bring it back up. That slows me down a lot. Oh, right. I have to bring it all the way up. Hopefully we get the mining beam. I realize that it is maybe a little generic, but I guess it's not a mining beam. It's a tractor beam. I love that thing. It just makes my life so much easier. Just dig wherever you want, and then just drag it over. Now, I don't remember if I want to do horizontal paths or not. Wow, this is like the least interesting central shaft I think I've ever dug. Let's see. There we go. But just to finish my morning thought on Burnout and whatnot, it's one of those where you have to kind of be careful, because, like, even if you think you're on recovery, every once in a while it's just kind of like, oh no, you are very burnt out and you had no concept of this. Let's see, do we buy anything? Like, I could grab the health capacity. Let's see, wave meter will signal. Oh, there's even an exit route. That's new. Ah, repairs your dome during combat using cobalt. I don't remember that. I think that's also new. Alright, let's see. Let's just wait. Okay, good. Time will pass while I'm here. Now the question is, are they coming left or right? One of the biggest struggles I have when it comes to, like, managing burnout and whatnot. There we go. That'll stun lock him nice and easy. Is that, like, I was originally an artist, or, like, I wanted to be an illustrator. Technically, I wanted to be a webcomic artist years ago. You know, I think I want to go horizontal rather than vertical, and I have no basis in that. But I think I'd rather have a central shaft where I go out from, rather than a multitude of vertical shafts. But again, no idea if there's actually basis for that, or if that's just me being picky? Me being weird? I'm just gonna go back and forth between topics here, it's fine. I'll have to look at it at some point, or somebody will chime in specifically with the math. And then I will just probably listen and maybe forget by the next time I play. I don't know, I kind of remember these things. But yeah, I wanted to be a webcomic artist. And then I played Bastion. And I was like, oh man, you know, video games are way more interesting than I thought they would be. I will have to, you know, I might want to redo my entire life plan and become like an artist for games. And then I just never got a job in that. I did, but I made Flash games and it was very, very garbage. And not all that fun. Okay, let's cook him before. Perfect. Oh, I don't have the health indicator. I should work on that. Let's see. But yeah, so playing those games was kind of transformative for me, because there was that feeling of like, whoa, you know, this is the future that I could have if I, you know, did video games instead. And it was very exciting and kind of cool. And then, yeah, getting the job with Flash games, you you know, it wasn't really that bad. It just, you know, it's not the glamorous, making cool things all the time experience that you expect from the outside. And so, after that, I was a little demotivated after I got laid off. I mean, you always get demotivated after getting laid off. I don't know anybody that has gotten laid off and said, like, yep, I'm ready to hit the ground running. But maybe that's just because I don't know a lot of people that have really been in the rat race. Most of my acquaintances are people that dropped out, effectively, and just went independent in one way, shape, or form. And so, I just kind of fell into YouTube as a hobby the entire time because I didn't have any friends post-college, so I was just like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's see. Yeah, let's buy that just so I don't have to think about it. Can I get the shield upgrade? No, we still haven't found enough water, but we do have another diamond. So, could keep increasing that, or we could upgrade my laser further. Both of which are tempting. I think I'm going to keep working on Diamond Engineer. Just because the faster I move and dig, the easier this is going to be for everybody. Is my cat just hanging out on my keyboard? Is that what's going on here? I think it... I'm so glad there's no debuff for interrupting cat. Okay. I'll have to standardize my mine shafts a little bit here, so that we're not uneven, but it's fine. But so, I kind of fell into YouTube just because it was a thing that I was doing to try and make friends, and then at some point it became the thing that I was doing because it paid rent, which I'm very thankful for and super happy about. The problem is, to some degree, I love covering indie games all the time. I love featuring them, I love showing them off, I love finding the really cool ones. So like Domekeeper, great example, fantastic game. Super glad that it's taken off, and, you know, to some degree, I don't think I'm one of the biggest advocates for this game. There are definitely people that have advocated for it way better than I ever have. More diamonds. There. I just didn't want to... Let's see. I wanted to grab one of the waters so we could upgrade my shield. Because even just giving it, like, a little bit more damage will go a very long way. Okay. Is that enough? Yes. Okay, and then we have 3 diamonds. So I'm going to put, I think, 1, 2 into the laser, and then go back to working on the suit. This is busted, but I really am not complaining. I kind of like mods like this, where it's just like, yeah, it's a hard game, but we've modded it, so now you have, like, even more customization. I know you're broken, but it's funny. I love games like that, where it's just like, yeah, the game's normally blisteringly difficult. Oh, I'm not done yet. There's one dude left. There we go. Okay, so where am I going with all of this, apart from just describing Burnout and complaining about it? So, I love what I do. I love featuring indie games, but there's always this kind of, like, inevitable... I'm gonna call it kind of a doldrum effect, usually centered around certain times of the year. So in this case, it's almost always June and December, where not a lot of releases come out. And like maybe April, May. That one kind of varies a little bit, because usually there's like 1 or 2 really good games that come out kind of in the spring that really carry, but otherwise not a whole lot. But the reason why nothing ever comes out in June, bear with me, this story is circuitous. But so, the reason why nothing ever really comes out in June or December is because most developers don't want to release their games around a big Steam sale. They will for the spring and the fall festival, or festivals, the spring and fall sales, because those only last a week. and most people aren't really planning around them. So it's easier to kind of get a word in edgewise. Let's see, do we want to do this? Aim line. Lightly, sure. I'll pick it up. Okay. And so during these doldrums, it's always a little harder for me to pick and choose what to play. Because for the most part, my business model, I hate calling it a business model, but it is. I mean, it's what pays my bills and makes me money. So, like, I guess it's a business. People pay me to do this sometimes. But so, a lot of what I do revolves around the idea of specifically, like, finding really, really cool games to show off and feature that have just come out or are coming out soon. And so, usually during, like, a Steam sale, I don't have anything to cover. And it kind of sucks for me, because I'm in this, like, weird situation where business has dried up through no fault of my own for a brief period of time. And I'm just kind of... Okay, it's cute to drop them. I'm gonna just leave them there for a little bit. I know I have a single line here, and this isn't that efficient, but I want to standardize my, I want to standardize my digging pattern. I just want my shaft to be symmetrical, or as symmetrical as you can get in these circumstances. But so when I hit kind of a doldrums, or if just the new releases aren't of interest to me, I kind of hit this weird... Okay, hold up. Shred to Cobalt, probe, to your suit, which when triggered sends out a pulse, reveals nearby resources. Must be recharged. Or defensive spire, shoots down incoming projectiles. Dome backside. I think I'm gonna go for this. Probe's good, but I like the idea of a spire. Okay. Short burst, dealing well with salvos. Let's see. Recharge time to near 0. So steady pace of fire. Oh, I see. So I can either do one of either. Or autonomy. Oh, even when I'm not inside of it. Let's see. So this is shots before recharge and recharge time. Or energy trap. Shooting down a projectile generates an energy trap, which will catch more projectiles. How much it captures depends on the potency of the incoming projectile. I have no idea which ones of these are going to be good. I think I like the short cooldown one more than anything else. Energy trap stuns monsters, catch more projectiles. Split projectiles can go off in any angle, and split projectiles are faster and more efficient. Cool. Okay, well, I don't think I really have many resources to spend here. I keep pressing escape to close out of this menu, and it keeps throwing me off a little bit. But yeah, during the doldrum periods, I'm always kind of stuck, because I'm just sitting there waiting and hoping for something good to come out. And I realize the lesson that I need to learn is mostly just, hey, but what if I played older games that I love? Okay, so I like that thing. It does a lightning blast for projectiles. Takes a while to charge. Okay. Yeah, I might want to invest some diamonds into shield strength at some point. Maybe. But so, yeah, during these doldrums, I don't want to say it's, like, kind of dangerous for my motivation, but that's usually when I burn out the most. Where I'm kind of just like, boy, I don't have anything to cover. Or, if I've just covered something that I really liked, and then I'm done with it, because either I've beaten the game, or I've just kind of tapped it for everything it's worth. And so I'm currently sitting in that, like, really bad double whammy, where I've effectively finished with Death Must Die for a while, and I really, really like that game, and it's like, I want to do more videos on it, but I also recognize that that's just bad for me. Okay, let's just drag these over. I think we need to increase my carrying capacity. I'm just going to drag these along for a second. There we go. Yeah, let's get rid of the carry slowdown a little bit. See how many of these I can carry. Because if I can actually get that to be really low, we might be able to really rip through everything. And what are my chances? No, there's no way I'm going to be able to get a second one of those. Let's see. Yeah, we might want to increase my top speed, but I'll work on my slowdown first and foremost. And I'll start on battle. And so, to go back to the reason why I brought up, like, me wanting to be an artist is, as much as I love covering and featuring indie games, and, like, as cool as that has been as a career, it's often not very creative, if that makes sense. You know, for the most part, I'm covering somebody else's creative work, and while that is incredibly satisfying in a lot of cases, especially if I find a cool game, there is kind of that, I don't want to say that enduring feeling of, this is somebody else's thing that I'm showcasing, and I have nothing to show of my own. Oh, I think I might be able to carry like 6 now, without slowing down too much. Yep. Also, that's water. How did I miss it? It just kind of blends in with the cave. The color palette on this planet is throwing me off something fierce. I guess I could have gone for a speed upgrade. Luckily, the diamond upgrades have been kind of carrying as far as that goes. We'll just leave those there for a second, and we'll go grab another load. Because we have a whole bunch here. Can I just hold E? Yes. I'm just going to scoot these over, then drop. And then we'll pick up, like, 5 or 6. Okay, 5 should be good, doesn't slow me down too much. And yeah, with all of my other speeds, we might actually want to upgrade carry speed more than anything else. Okay, is this it? Carry slowdown. Because the thing is, because of those diamond upgrades, I'm going to be getting faster and I'm going to be drilling harder. Okay, that came out kind of weird. And so, to some degree, the biggest issue in terms of me being able to excavate is going to be just removing resources from the mine. Okay. Well, back to my ramble. So, like I was saying, it's really satisfying covering other people's stuff, especially if it's really cool. I enjoy doing that kind of work, and also it's just kind of nice to see, like, my videos make a difference. To say, like, hey, you know, I really helped this developer out. You know, spread it to the world and actually, you know, see it make a difference. It is a little self-aggrandizing, but I was the first person to cover Vampire Survivors. At least the first big person, but it was like pretty much me and then a massive domino effect afterwards. So I can only carry, I can only like claim a small amount of the credit, especially because I think I did it because I saw Splat tweet about it. So like he deserves most of the credit. But it's kind of one of those where watching Vampire Survivors go from this thing that like the two of us had covered to this thing that is at the Game Awards in a single year, was really cool. Okay, we might want to increase our drill strength a little bit here. And so, I love that part about my job, just because there's that feeling of like, hey, I really helped somebody here. And, you know, maybe I had a hand in spawning a whole genre, kind of, sort of. And so, well, I love that kind of thing. I'm still very much showcasing somebody else's work. I guess it's kind of the a flip on the whole mantra of if you can't do, teach, or something to that extent, effectively making fun of people who give up on whatever their aspirations are to become a teacher, because it's you know, oh gosh, whatever this thing is, creepy looking. And really tough? Okay, and dead. Perfect. And I always felt that that was kind of tacky, just because teachers are incredibly important. If you don't have good teachers, your entire future generations are going to suck. I think the main problem is just teachers have become kind of that derided brain drain. career as opposed to, you know, something more prestigious. No, I think I can grab all of these. Let's see. And so, I think I kind of feel the same way about what I do a little bit of, like, I couldn't cut it as an actual game designer, so I became a YouTuber to showcase instead, and that feels weird to me. Do we want more carry white slowdown? Nah, let's go for the drill strength at this point. Let's see, and let's get myself a little bit of movement speed. We'll have to work on the laser, but I'm kind of in a comfortable position there at the moment. And just exit out. Oh, that extra movement speed feels real good. And the drill strength is probably going to matter too. I'm hoping to find some more diamonds. Those are actually really good. We could try a run at some point where I just crank up the amount of diamonds that I can put out. But I think that would be a little tacky. And I'd be way too powerful. Oh, it needed water? Huh. That's a new one. And they keep adding to this game, and just improving it vastly for the better, and I have... Well, I don't want to say I have no idea what all of these things are. Supplement. Improve the deflection of the dome hull to reduce projectile damage, melee damage unaffected, or automatically repairs the dome once during combat after it takes more than a certain amount of damage. Does not consume cobalt. Let's go for the deflection. I like the automatically repairs, and maybe that's better, but... I don't know. Okay, do we want to grab this while we're here? Sustained fire. Yes. And what is this? I'll grab that just because. I probably should have grabbed improved cooling, all things considered, but whatever. Okay. Battle. And so... I don't know what that hole is. Oh, it's one of these guys. Got it. Oh, and that doesn't count as a projectile. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Now it's dead. Yeah, it hid underground. Rude. I'll just kind of spider out from here and we'll see what happens. But so, I guess the combination of the Burnout and the fact that I'm covering other people's creations, it makes me want to create my own stuff, but I don't have enough time to, and it's that, I'm gonna call it that, like, kind of weird YouTuber midlife crisis. I think this is actually something that a lot of people go through, not just YouTubers. I just see it a lot with YouTubers, where they quit whatever big channel thing that they had going on and go off to make, like, a music channel. Or just become a full-time streamer instead. Or just slowly fade away and then show up as like, oh, yeah, I'm, you know, I actually leveraged all of my money to get, like, a bunch of rental houses, and that's just what I do now. Like, it's not uncommon for YouTubers to end up doing such things. I don't really blame them too much. It's a very volatile career path, and also maybe not the best for people mentally. Just grab these. Stop tempting me. Okay, I'm just gonna take these 5. We'll have to come back. I don't have enough time. I mean, we got plenty of cobalt, so I can just repair as needed. Let's see. While we're here, before anything happens, let's just upgrade my overall damage. It's about time for that. Wow, that was fast. Okay, cook these. Boy, there are a lot more. Fine. The shields are holding, and that defensive tower is incredibly helpful. I should consider doing one of the bigger maps with this, though. In retrospect. That might not be a bad idea. Okay, I'm just gonna punch my way through this. I think my solution for the most part is actually just to pick one day a week where I just Well, I mean, multiple days a week. The problem is, for Burnout and other things, I don't take weekends. I've effectively been working non-stop since Thanksgiving, which was a week and a couple days ago. And when I say working non-stop, I don't mean I've been like sun up, sun down, but like, you know that feeling when you might not be fully working, but you're kind of working? You might be finding busy work to do, or you're waiting to like really get started, and you're not actually taking time for leisure. That's kind of where I've been at. And so, like, I've been recording a lot and doing other things, but it's been that, like, weird, endless loop of, do we want to just go fast? Let's just go fast. I should probably increase my overall suit movement speed. Oh, suit and also, dome. I don't know what this thing is. I still don't know what these are. Oh. I picked it up. Whatever the heck it is. Okay. Bad timing for me. Kill that thing. Nope. Didn't get it. And there's another one. Oh, joyous day. This is gonna hurt. I should probably upgrade my dome's overall defensive capabilities. Better shields, and then also better pizza. Sorry. I mean, definitely better shields. Question. Exit. Mineral tree seed. Grow tree which roots into tiles. It will grow resources depending on the resources of the rooted tiles. Drop it on a tile, plant the seed. Huh. You know, silly as it sounds, I'm probably just going to apply it to the most basic one. Where's my... Oh, I see. This is moved up here. Wait, I can upgrade this like a bunch of times? That's cool. I didn't know you could do that with some of these. Okay. And we have improved deflection, so let's make that even better. Yeah, I should keep an eye out for any cobalt upgrades, because I'm not using them too much. Okay, let's exit. Where's this mineral tree seed? Or did it fall all the way down? Drop it on a tile, plant the seed. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna leave it there. Hopefully it takes root or something. There's something else in here, though. What are you? I don't know what that is. One-way teleporter. Oh. Okay. Place the eye, and then R again to teleport back to it. Is it single use? Or could I potentially put it like right here? Okay, it's on a cooldown. It's not a bad cooldown. So place it at the beginning of a wave, and then use it to get out. Okay. I must abscond. Get out of here. But yeah. Oh, you can actually break those. They don't always snap back to you. That's fine. Okay, what upgrades can I get? And why... Okay, do we want laser auto aims? Or move speed? The auto aim is slightly tempting, but let's just go for the move speed for now. Okay. Definitely gonna have to think about hardening my dome a little bit. We did give it some. So it's not fully defenseless at this point. But yeah, I think my general solution is, of course, actually take weekends properly, like a normal human should. And then, I think the other thing is I need to commit to, like, 1 or 2 major creative projects per year that I actually feel good about. So, like, the other day I had a really vivid dream where I was, making a game. It was just like a basic RPG Maker game. I wasn't even that fancy. And it was so deeply satisfying until I woke up and then I was kind of crushed because it was just like, oh, none of that was real. And even just the sheer thought of making a full game by myself is terrifying. Possibly worth it. But it's kind of one of those where it's just like, I don't know. I think I do need to take some time to create something worthwhile every once in a while. I think the one killer part for me is I've been trying to do that with writing for a while. You know, just write like short stories and books and stuff, and I always get like 3 chapters in and I'm like, wow, this sucks. I would never read this, and then I close it. I know like every amateur writer goes through this too. Unless they have, you know, incredible ego. Let's see. So we've got another one of those bird things. We don't have too much going on. So. I like the fact that that actually is telegraphed. Weird Mothra creature. I'm pressing Q and it's not. Let's put the portal down there. I like that portal. I'm glad it's a thing. Let's go over this direction. I think next upgrade, maybe we go for a little bit more drill power, just so I can cruise through the stone just that much faster. Oh right, don't I have like a gazillion diamonds that I should be expending here? I do, and I should. I just forget about them as a thing. I'm thinking about all the upgrades that I could possibly get with the regular resources, as opposed to the repeatable ones. Honestly, maybe I should actually put the portal down low, rather than up high. Okay, autocannon. Heavy damage to monsters. Distance to the nearest resources. Honestly, I kind of like autocannon. Right, while I'm here, let's not be silly. Upgrades. I got 7 diamonds. But what if... is it getting worse? I think it is. Now it doesn't look like it's getting worse. It might be getting better. Okay, I'll put 2 into the laser. Oh boy. I wonder if there's a way that you can actually get rid of the... I'm gonna say the, like, bounce back when mining. I think we still do want to increase my my base drill speed. We've got a huge multiplier on it at the moment. Okay, let's just grab these 4. These 6? Ah, okay. Yeah, I'll have to come back for them. So the teleporter doesn't take my stuff with me. That's fine. Okay, decapitated that one nice and easily. Now we're taking some damage over here. But it's okay. Yeah, definitely some upgrades on the shield. Would make a lot of sense. If we get even more diamonds, I'll probably go for that. Maybe. I don't know, it's deeply satisfying being able to just, like, swim through rock at an absurd pace. And it's hard to say no to that. Yeah, the one problem with me taking the time for creative projects is time spent on other projects means less time spent on the channel. I really... Oh, gosh. Let's drop, like, 2. I think I can take the rest, though. It's slowing me down a little bit, but not as much as you'd think. There we go. You know what? I'm just gonna put that down. I'm not gonna... Let's see. I'm not gonna think about bringing resources back up with me, unless it's diamonds. Maybe. I think right now, I'm just gonna use this time to dig. Okay, snag all this. Yeah, we're just gonna bring it over. Go back up. Because that'll be a nice, easy start. Okay, I'm on the wrong end of this, but that's fine. Okay, decapitated the monster, and we're good. Okay, let's take a look at upgrades, because we do have the auto turret, which is always kind of interesting. I could improve it so it's really strong. Actually, would be really funny. Let's see. Okay, so here's the thing. This increases the damage by 2 per upgrade. This increases it by 14, but hard caps. Otherwise, we can go for bullet spray. Just make it so it fires really quickly. I don't know on that one. Because of the diamond upgrade, it's almost tempting to... it's kind of tempting to go for... just raw attack speed. Okay, let's snag all of these. Yeah, we might want to make my central shaft just a little bit wider so things stop getting stuck. I'll get to it. Okay, so what are we doing? I was going to go over here. Let's... Yeah, there are some resources left behind. I guess the one thing that I can do is actually just kind of make a looping return trip. Seeing as I dig super fast. Yeah. Rather than going back to the central shaft and working my way back out again. Okay. Yeah, there. Now things should get less stuck. This is usually why I like having the tractor beam. Let's see, because by having that... Let's see. By having the tractor beam, we can just bring our stuff over, just stack it kind of in the center and just say, good enough. Let's see, did we get everything here? We did. Oh, we got 2 more. If I can drag it. And then I'm fast enough that we should be able to just zip back up and leave the teleporter for later. Okay, let's kill this horror monster first. Okay, that hurt a bunch. I see you there. You think you can escape me. Come back. And die. Thank you. Okay, so what upgrades can we get? I got 26. That's really good. And I'm plenty fast, so let's just go for pure raw drill strength. I'll leave that. I'll come back to it. Oh, we're getting plenty of the... whatever the basic resource is. I'm gonna just call it matter, I guess. Oh, wait, no. It definitely does have a name. Because we know about cobalt, we know water. How do I not know the basic golden resource? I don't think it's gold. Okay. This is, I think, officially too slow. This ain't bad. Which is very impressive. It's still pretty slow, and I don't know if this is super worth it. Okay, can I... there. My grinder is overloaded. So, maybe smaller trips. Not much smaller. Okay. Yeah, do we just keep going? Sure. I mean, no amount of rock really stops me at this point. Let's see, just in case there's anything. The answer is no. Bring these central. Actually, I think we're fast enough that we can just bring all these up. I was going to wait until the end and then teleport back, but it looks like we're kind of good. Luckily, the grinder works regardless of where I'm at in the process. Okay. So what do I want to do? I think we want to upgrade my shield. Twice? Twice. So we got the blast. We've also got overcharge. I just don't use overcharge. And I'm out of resources, so good enough. Battle. Oh, immediate problem? My shield hasn't Oh, this is gonna hurt. Let's see. My shield hasn't fully charged yet. So we might have to do a repair. Not yet, but we're getting there. Honestly, though, I've made it this far without having to do a repair, so I'm gonna call it, job well done. I'm usually kind of stingy with my cobalt, because I want to save it right for the end. And I don't want to waste any of it. There is the possibility that we get overwhelmed at some point. That one was starting to get there. Okay. This... no, we want to be here. On this layer. Alright, let's grab everything. Because I think I can just drag all of this. Oh no, we do want to be up one layer. And while I want the diamonds, I can come back for them. There we go. Ooh, this music is very endless. I like it. I gotta go back to Endless Dungeon for a little bit more. I know Shell and I got the ending, but I want to see how far that game's come with a couple of patches. I loved it. I know a lot of people didn't, and I kind of get why, but it sucks a bit. Because, I don't know, it was fun. I guess that'll have to be one of the games that I return to as kind of like a, hey, I really like this game. I'll probably start doing that really aggressively during sales, especially where it's just like, yep, I don't have much going on, so let's talk about all the best games that I really enjoy. Let's see, so we want to make the carry slow down. Really, We could. Oh, we maxed out Diamond Laser. It doesn't look like I can invest in it anymore. Or no, maybe I can. Interesting. Looks like I can still invest into my suit. Oh, but you know what I can also do? Get my shields up even further, even if I can't use it right now. So what else do we have? We've got 5 water. Did I want to upgrade this? Because I never decided between projectile split and energy trap. I actually didn't realize these were a choice. Let's see. Damage to enemies, or energy trap catches projectiles. I think we want to catch projectiles more than anything else. So damage absorption and radius, or stun monsters. Just go for the damage trap. And I think I'm out of resources. That's fine. Being able to keep projectiles off of me should be really powerful, I hope. There we go. And yeah, I should probably... Wait, no, I did upgrade my laser a bunch. I should upgrade it a little bit more. Because I don't think we've even hit the specialized upgrades yet. And it's probably a better plan for me to have my weapons upgraded at this point, because I'm already drilling so fast most things break. So it does look like we are getting pretty close to the end here. I don't know what that structure was. I wonder if that unlocks like a new character or something. It would not surprise me. There. All came through. Yeah, so I think I actually want to put the, Are you kidding me? Oh, it's fine. I'm fast enough. I think I want to start putting the portals down below. Putting it up top isn't actually as good as I'd like it to be. It's good for getting back, but it almost seems like it's more valuable to go down using it. Okay. So we've actually kind of hit the end of our limit here. Or the limit of the map. I was hoping I could get some more upgrades. I think that's maybe why people play on the larger maps. Because there's probably more stuff. Okay, time for me to get out of here. I do like how long the medium maps are, though. It's the one thing. Well, this is gonna hurt. Oh. Okay, can chuck the rock, or hit the rocks out of the sky. Useful. I was not quite ready for the bird thing to just come charging at me that fast. Okay, I think we've got a little bit to go before we're done. There's like a little bit more to this layer. Unfortunately, that means my usual grid-based mining techniques are effectively irrelevant here. But that's okay. Is this more tech or is this one of the switches? Oh no, this is just the end. Yeah, I think next time I play Dome Keeper I will try and go for a larger map just so we can get more stuff. More toys and max things out. Now, no, it looks like there's one more. And yeah, I suppose, if I'm going to be going for a larger map with diamonds, we could probably turn up the difficulty one more time. Maybe. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to find anything useful in here. Let's just head back. My plant's got something for me, which I should prioritize a little bit more. Give him more time to grow. Let's see. So what do we grab? So damage, move speed, speed while firing, stun strength. Double laser. So reduces my damage modifier by a bit, slows my move speed, increases my stun, and then this is a separate upgrade entirely. Frankly, all things considered, since I have such a big damage multiplier, I think we want to just go big, strong, kill everything laser. Wait, can I get both? Oh. I definitely want to do a bigger map next time, maybe. I kind of adore the sound effect it makes. It is a legitimately spooky laser. Go figure the aliens are not happy about my existence. Like, I don't know about you, but I'd be pretty freaked out if somebody set up a dome that made noises with a laser. I would feel like, the end of the world is coming. Okay, this is a lot. This is kind of what I was hoping for. I don't think we're going to be able to get that last upgrade on the laser cannon. I mean, you never know. Okay. Drop one more. Oh, do I not have my teleporter set up? I'll have to check that. How many is this? It's a lot. Like, we're definitely getting to the end here. In terms of resources. I think this might actually just be it. Okay, snag that. Grab a little bit more. There is a lower area down there. So I think we can maybe make one more trip. Let's see. Exit. Upgrades. 21. Yeah, I could increase my drill strength up to 74. Wow. Oh. Does the only thing... The only thing that does... Okay. Because I could also get the double laser. That's not going to help me too much. That gets me 200 HP a pop. We could go for the shield. But I think I'm going to make this as good as I can. Let's see. My energy trap stunning monsters could actually be kind of good too, but whatever. Okay, let's just wait. There you are. I think I got it. Oh, the popcorn. It is so satisfying. You know, we haven't run into any of those really big dudes. There's, I don't remember the name of them. I don't know. I mean, they probably have a name. But there's like really big hulking monstrosities that can show up on certain layers. Or not layers, certain runs. And I guess they're just not present in this one. There's the last of the switches. At the very least, they're not showing up on this run for one reason or another. Okay, anything else? No. Okay, this is too much. I'm well aware of that, but I want to get it up to where the portal is. I guess let's not. Let's just do 3. We'll do 2 more. Because I can definitely get it all in one run. I think that's it for every single resource. I was hoping for a smidge more water, because that's what we actually need. But it doesn't seem to be forthcoming. At least not unless it's hiding somewhere that I've completely missed. Which, like, it could be over there. Is a possibility. I do like the fact that they've added all of these extra passives and other such abilities. Okay, we do have 32. I could get it so it wrecks projectiles, but I think I'm going to go for double laser. Okay, this is overkill, but I love it. Get him right in the face. I don't think I've ever done this before. It's very silly. There we go. Alright, let's finish this off. I should probably do a repair before we do. I might do like a last cursory glance, just in case there's something hiding. I was kind of sloppy around some of these areas. Like sometimes there's a bonus zone that you don't know about. I'm thinking... I got it, though. Okay. Yeah, hopefully there's nothing left in this mine. But also at this point, what does it matter? You know, honestly, I kind of hope this game gets a... Let's see, we have no diamonds, and we're just shy. I think I will do a single repair. Let's see. Yeah, no diamonds, lots of cobalt. And, like, just enough that I could grease my cannon's gears. Increases movement speed. I'll take it. Battle. Let's finish this off. Yeah, I'd actually love to see this get, like, a Risk of Rain 2... style... I don't want to call it a glow-up exactly. Ow. I'm gonna have to stop and heal. Okay, wreck him. I think this is actually one of the first times I felt like I could just wallop everything. I thought it used to be one of those where it kept ramping up until you die. Until you almost die, at which point you get, like, you'd hyper nuke them, but I guess not. New world unlocked, new run modifier, and new suit. Unlock a new element. So pick your unlock. So we can get the assessor. Oh, so we already have them. So, Combat ability reflects incoming projectiles or monster repellent. Oh no, I have to choose. Oof. Well, either way, a new keeper should be pretty cool. Oh, and we can also change the suit. That's cool. I don't think we have another pet. I'm still waiting on the artillery dome, so it looks like I'm going to have to keep working on some of these. For now, though, I had a blast. I absolutely... Oh, it fires like a bouncy ball thing. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to do another run of this. Maybe in a week or two, where we, like during the Christmas sale or something, just to see how the assessor works. For now, though, Domekeeper's out and it's been out for a very, very long time. It's been out for a year, but it's still getting major updates. There's one back in October, and I'm curious to see how many more major features they're planning on. No, entering year 2, yeah. So, came out a little over a year ago. And yeah, that update is huge. I'm looking forward to seeing where they take this, just because, I mean, clearly they're committed to keep expanding Domekeeper slowly over time to make it better and better. Like I was going to say, I still kind of hope it gets a Risk of Rain 2 style, not glow up, but sequel, successor, or whatever, that is full 3D. Just so it could maybe also have multiplayer, so I could bring my friends. Because I think it'd be kind of fun if you had, you know, a couple people dedicated to either mining or fighting. I just want to do more like base defense games with friends, because that's always a lot of fun. Oh well. Anyway, with all of that said, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe, because I got tons to check out and show off. But with that, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.